Hi everyone, and welcome to today's workout here at BOSU. We're going to be doing a workout for the arms and a little bit for the core. You're going to need a stability ball and a set of dumbbells of your choice of weight. I'm going to be using 10-pound weights, but you can use whatever you have at home. So go ahead and grab your props and we'll get started. All right, friends, come on down to your mat. The ball that I'm using today is 55 centimeters, but you can use whatever you have at home. The dumbbells I'm going to be using are 10-pound dumbbells. I hope I didn't choose a pair that's too heavy for me, but we'll find out. Okay, so with any good workout, we're going to want to start with a warm-up. So for me, that includes mobility. I think that's really important just to get our spine mobilized, get our muscles a little kind of stretched out, because sometimes we tend to just sit for too long. We're super tight. So let's get that going first before we get into the workout. So we'll do a little bit of mobility, then we'll get into the workout, and I'll explain what the workout is after we do the warm-up. So here we go. You're going to take your stability ball and step your feet about hip distance, or your knees about hip distance. You're going to send your hips back and put your forearms on the ball, and then let your head come between your arms. Now imagine someone is grabbing hold of your hands and gently pulling you forward, but at the same time your hips are pulling you back. So you're trying to find a stretch through your lats here. Just take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then let's add a little bit of dynamic movement to this. So as you breathe in, lift your head, lift your tailbone. It's like a cat-cow, but on the stability ball. As you breathe out, you're going to push into that ball with the forearms to kind of round your back a bit. Breathe in, arch your back, lift your head, lift your tailbone, reach your chest forward, take your gaze upward. Exhale, press into the forearms, tuck your chin towards your chest, and round your back. One more time, deep breath in, lift head, lift tailbone. Deep breath out, tuck chin to chest, and round your back. As you breathe in, rise up. We're going to come to sit on the ball. Feet will be a little wider than hip distance, and we'll just take the left hand to the right knee and make this knee nice and strong so that when you press into it, it doesn't move. So you're going to press and then just gently twist. Take a breath in, try to get as tall as you can. And exhale, push a little more firmly into that knee to twist a bit more. And then we're going to breathe in and sweep the arms up and over. Deep breath in, sit tall. Deep breath out, gentle twist. Deep breath in, find some length through the spine. Deep breath out and twist. Breathe in, sweep the arms up overhead, and breathe out, arms by your side. Breathe in, bend at the elbows, bring hands to shoulders. Breathe out, press the elbows forward and up. We're going to draw some circles with those elbows. Last one, and we're going to go in the other direction. So now elbows are going back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. And then lift up and forward. One more time here. And from here, sweep the arms up overhead. Take your left hand and cap the right elbow with that hand. Then imagine, this is a magic marker. You're going to draw half of a rainbow up and over to the other side. We'll just get some lateral flexion through our spine. And then rise up and other side. Great. Gently release, and let's get ready to rumble. Okay, our workout is going to consist of 4 exercises. The first one is a seated curl and press. So we're going to stay on the ball. For the curl and press, you start with arms long. You curl up, and then you kind of rotate through the wrists and press straight up. Then you reverse that movement and come down. So it's a curl and a press. Reverse the movement with control. Come down. A couple pointers here. When you curl up, you want to keep your upper body somewhat still. You don't want to have to go like this with your body in order to get it up. If you have to do that, your weight is probably a little too heavy, so I would suggest going down in weight. When you press up, try not to arch your back and pop the front ribs. Let me see if I can show you from the side. These front ribs, we don't want to pop them forward like this. So if you feel a little bit of compression through your back and you feel like your front ribs are kind of popping forward, that's probably a sign that either A, you're not using your core very well, or B, the weight is a little too heavy and you should go down in weight. So those are your tips for the first move. The second move is a seated lateral raise with bent elbows. So we're here. My elbows are bent at 90 degrees-ish. And we're going to go out like this, kind of like flapping your wings. For this, you just want to be pretty tall as you sit and try not to lean back. The next move is called a skull crusher, which is a terrible name for an exercise, but you'll see why it's called that in a minute. All right, for this one, we're gonna get a little bit of core and glute activation too, which is always really nice. You'll lift up. Now, depending on your dumbbells, you could do one in each hand. I'm just gonna do one in both hands. You're gonna lift your lift your hips. Your head and your shoulders are on the ball. The arms are straight. You just bend the elbows and then press back up. And as you can see, the dumbbell may touch your ponytail, but you don't want to touch your head, but that's why it's called a skull crusher. For a tip for that one, just make sure that your hips are lifted nice and high and that your head is supported. And I hope this doesn't sound funky because this kind of messes with my microphone, but I think that should be good. So just make sure that your hips aren't sinking low and make sure that your head is supported with the stability ball. The next move, I'm mad at myself for even putting it in because this move is so challenging, but that's why we're here, right? Okay. For this move, you're coming into a plank on the forearms. Your feet are much wider than you would normally go, and you're drawing a circle, very small circle, with the forearms as you are in this plank position. I call this stirring the pot. So a good tip for this one, make your circles really small because the bigger you go, the more challenging it is. So if you find it somewhat easy, then kudos to you, teach me your ways. But if you do find this somewhat easy and you want more of a challenge, make a bigger circle with your forearms. And then also just double check with your low back. You don't want to be sinking in and arching your back because that just tells us that the core is not working very well and we don't want to compromise the low back there. So push that ball away, brace your core really well, and you should be just fine. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 repetitions. Again, another thing I'm like, Candace, why? Let's just do 6. No, 10 repetitions of each movement for 4 times. So here we go. Pick up your weights and let's get into it. We have 10 curl and presses. Here we go. We curl, we press for 1. Remember, you're sitting up nice and tall and you're braced through your core. 2, you're rotating fully through your wrists. 3, so that your palms are facing away from you at the top and your arms are in line with your ears. 4. You've got lots of control with this movement. 5. Nice and slow on the return. Exhale here. 6. Inhale on the way down. Here's 7. Breathe in. Here's 8. We have 2 more. I already feel it burning. I should have chosen 8-pound weights. Okay, last one coming up. Curl and press. Fantastic. Take a second, catch your breath. If you need to pause, feel free to pause this video. Otherwise, we're gonna get right into the arm raise. So you have your elbows bent at about 90 degrees. Elbows are into your sides, your core is braced, and your chest is broad. We're gonna exhale as we lift the arms. Yes, I'm stalling. Here we go. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, wow, 5, 6, this is fun, 7, try not to lean back, 8, 9, and 10, fantastic. Now, you have the option of putting one of these dumbbells down, or you can use both of the dumbbells, totally up to you. We're gonna get into the famous skull crushers. So come to sit down. Remember, you wanna have your head supported on the stability ball. I'm gonna try to get my mic in check here as we go up. Yep. Your dumbbell is gonna come up overhead, and your hips are lifted. You're bending just at the elbows. The arms don't move. Bend and press. 1, 2, 3. Press through those heels to lift the hips. 4, 5. Brace your core. 6. Exhale as you press up. 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Excellent job. Come on down. Now we have everybody's favorite, and you'll see why I say that, with the plank. So you're coming into your forearm plank position on the stability ball. Your feet are wider than your hips. You're gonna push the ball away. Option to always go on your knees if you need to. It's totally fine. All right, here we go. We're gonna lift up into the plank. We have 5 in one direction, 2, 3, small circles, 4, 5, 5 in the other direction. Watch your low back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Come on down. This is the best part of the whole class because we get a break. So fix your hair, get a sip of water, whatever you need to do, go for it. And then just take a second to kind of evaluate what you've just done. What did you learn about yourself? Where can you push a little harder the next time? Where can you dial it back? What do you need to pay attention to in the next round? So we have 4 rounds total. That was the first one. And when you're ready, you can get set up for the second set. So we have the curl and press. So with the curl and press, you're gonna get your biceps and your shoulders. You're sitting tall, breathe in, breathe out, here we go. Curl and press. Lots of control on the way down. There's 1, curl, 2. Remember not to swing your body forward and backward. Here's 3. Make sure at the top of it that you press those front ribs down towards your hips. That's 4. Exhale here. 5. Try not to lean back at the top of that. 6. Find a good rotation in the arms as you press it up overhead. 7. And 8. Here's 9. And last one is coming up for 10. Okay. Take a second. We get into the next move, which is the bent arm lateral raise. So remember, you have your elbows bent about 90 degrees, and elbows start kind of pressed up against your sides. Take a deep breath in to sit tall. Here we go. Exhale and send the arms out to the side. 1, 2. You exhale as you lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. There we go. Okay, now we're going to get into the skull crusher. So put your upper back against the ball. Your feet can be hip distance, maybe a little wider. You're going to press into the heels to lift the hips up. Let your head be supported by the ball. And then use your core to brace yourself against the instability of the ball. So you get a little bit of core action here. We bend at the elbows, press straight up. 1. Exhale as you straighten your arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Come on up. We go into the plank. So remember with the plank, you're creating little circles. Your feet are a little wider than hip distance, and we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Take a little rest, get a sip of water, catch your breath. We've just finished the second set. We are exactly halfway through this workout now, so check in with yourself. Where can you push a little bit more? Maybe you can go a little faster. Maybe you can slow it down. Sometimes slowing it down is harder than it is to go faster. So you figure out the challenge that you need for yourself today, and then we'll get ready for the third set. So, here we go. We start with the curl and press. So take a deep breath in, exhale, curl, and press. Uncurl, unpress. Here's 2, 2, and slowly come down. 3. Remember not to lean back at the top. 4. So by the end of this, we will have done 50 of these. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Great. We're going to go right into the bent arm lateral raise. So 45 degrees. Why do I keep saying that? It's 90 degrees, friends. 90 degrees with the elbows. And we open out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Halfway there. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I just want to acknowledge that I said halfway there after 6. The thing is like I think these things, and then I remember I have to count it out loud for you guys, so it's not that I'm bad at math. Promise. All right, upper back is against the ball. We're coming into the skull crushers. So make sure you stabilize your head, press through your heels to lift your hips to full extension, not hyperextension, just full extension. Arms are straight, and then we bend the elbows and press. 2, 3, 4, 5, lots of control. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Great job. Come on down. Come on down. And we're getting into the plank. Stir the pot. So we have 5 circles in one direction, 5 in the other. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. We are finished with the third set, and now we're going into the fourth set. I just realized that as I was talking earlier, that I said we would be doing 50 of these. We can't do that if we're only doing 4 sets, so we should probably do a 5th set. That'll be optional. We're going to get into the 4th set now. It's your choice. If you want this to be the last one, then this is the last one for you. If you'd like to see how you feel at the end of the 4th and join us for a 5th, that works too. Take the pressure off, whatever feels really good. And what's cool too is like, I love when things are progressive. That's how we really challenge our bodies. So if you do 4 rounds for the first 2 or 3 weeks that you do this, and then on the 4th week, you do a 5th round, that means your muscles are improving in strength and you're improving in your ability to keep going and pressing further. So this is another great way to look at it as well. All right, let's get into that 4th set. We start with the curl and press. I am sweaty, I feel it. Here we go, deep breath in. Exhale, curl and press. Nice and tall at the top, lots of control as you come down. Exhale, curl and press for 2. Inhale here. Exhale as you curl and press. 3. Uncurl and curl and press. 4. Here's halfway. 5 and 6. Try not to lean back at the top. As we get tired, 7, this is where our form starts to go. So really stay dialed into your movement patterns. Here's 8 and 9. And last one is coming up, 10. Fantastic. Okay, with a 90-degree angle in the elbows, we're gonna get ready for that bent arm lateral raise. So sitting tall, bracing your core, and then opening up as you exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. Fantastic. We did it. Okay, coming into the skull crusher, we send that ball back so that you can comfortably position your upper back and your head, don't forget about your head, on that ball. Press the heels to lift up and arms straighten, and then we bend and exhale. 1, 2, 3, this is such a good burn, I love it. 4, 5, 6, hang in there with me. 7, 8, we have 2 more left. 9 and 10. Fantastic. Rise up, turn right around, let's get into that plank, and then we get a nice long rest. And then some of you will be done. Here we go. Rising up, push the ball away. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Count down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Okay, some of you will be finished. So go ahead, give yourself a pat on the back. You did an amazing job. For others, if you're feeling the urge to push through, stick around with me. Let's do one more round. Why not? Right? Okay. If you'd like to do one more round, let's slowly make our way onto the ball. Grab a sip of water if you need it. And then go ahead and grab your dumbbells. And let's do it. All right, last round. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl, and press. This is 1, 2. Last time we're doing this. Feels so good. Here we go. 3. Count it with me if you want. Lots of control as you release, and 4. And 5. Remember not to lean back. Remember to stay really tall and strong through your core. 6. Here's 7. And 8. 2 more after this. We see the end. 9. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. Last one. 10. Great job. Okay. You know what to do, and by now you know the angle. It's not 45 degrees, my friends. It's 90. Bring your elbows in, take a deep breath in, and exhale to lift your arms. 1, 2, 3,
4. Feel those shoulders working. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, we've got this, and 10. Great job. Skull crushers are next. So hop off that ball, position it just behind your body. Make sure your head is stabilized. As you lift up, press through the heels, lift the hips, full extension. Arms are straight, arms by your ears. Bend the elbows and straighten. 1, 2, 3. Exhale as you press. 4, 5. Bend the elbows. 6, and straighten. 7, 8. 2 more. 9, and 10. Great job. Okay, right into our last move of the day. Love it. Pressing into the forearms, push the ball away. Feet wider than hip distance. And core is braced. Watch the low back. 5, 4. Count it down with me. 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. Amazing work. We did it. Give yourselves a little round of applause, a little pat on the back. Take a bow. You did amazing. Great work. So no, in all seriousness, this was a lot. This was good. This is a great challenge for the arms, a little bit of the core, a little bit of the glutes and hamstrings as well. So with the core, with the arms, with that curl, you're hitting the biceps. With the press, you're getting some of the shoulders as well. When you go out to the side, you're getting the lateral side of the shoulder. And then what do? Triceps for the skull crusher, along with a little bit of core stabilization and a little glute and hamstring activation. And then with that plank rotation, you're getting a little bit of chest, you're getting some upper body because you are pushing the weight of your body and rotating it. And then we get some anti-rotation work through the core, having to stabilize in that plank position as well. So we really kind of did the whole body, but the focus was on the arms and upper body here. So thank you so much for being a part of this with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how it went for you, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.